Well, good morning, everybody, and thanks to Chelsea for joining us on this first Sabisu TV podcast. Chelsea, just introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your business, and we'll get going.
Hi, my name's Chelsea. I'm 27, and I recently started my own business called Bottomless Booths, based in the Midlands, UK, and we offer unique photo booth with a vintage twist. We recently added an audio guest book to our business, so that's something that is new to us, alongside the photo booth also being new.
Awesome. So you arrive at an event, you set everything up, and people can gather in groups and take photographs, and they get a picture. Off.
At a wedding, for example, everyone gets a photo, and then it also provide a guest book. So then the guest book will have a picture stuck in, and then the guests can write a little message like happy wedding day or whatever they want to write. So that's also included in a wedding booking.
What inspired you to do this? Where did this come from?
So I'm getting married myself in 2026. Me and my partner Callum were looking at different photo booths that were on the market. My partner Callum has his own business already, so then he was like, why don't you start your own business? And whether that was something to do with like wedding planning or something like that, I was a bit like, I'm not sure about that. But then the photo booth idea came around.
Tell me about the name. Tell me about Bottomless Booths. Where did that come from? How did you create that name?
So I'm not going to take all the credit for that. That wasn't just my name. Callum also came up with that name. Actually, driving home from Scotland, we'd been to a weekend away. That's where Bottomless Booths was born. That weekend we went to Scotland. We were on the way home and we were going through names in our head. I can't remember any of the other names, but Bottomless Booths just stuck. I think what did it for us was the fact that, well, Bottomless Booths, they both start with the same letter, so it's alliteration, it's catchy, but then the name stands for exactly what we offer. Bottomless prints, bottomless visits, so it's a bit like a bottomless brunch. You can have as many photos as many times in the booth as you want, so the same person could be in there all night if they wanted, and it just literally represents what we offer.
Tell us about you and your motivation. Where does that come from? Where does that drive come from to do this and to move this forward?
So to drive Bottomless Booths forward, the main thing for me is to make people's parties, celebrations, anything that they want memorable. I don't know how many people go in a photo booth generally, but when I'm standing there at the side, I just literally am smiling the whole night. It doesn't feel like it is my job. It's just one of those things that I just think, I don't think they realise. Like when you book me, you're probably like, oh, maybe people won't go in it, maybe it'll be a bit quiet. And then when you're at that party or that wedding, you realise what a photo booth can add to that event. It's just the attention to detail that I have as well, because the prints can be personalised. I just think it gives that extra touch to any event that people want it for. It's very versatile.
What advice would you give to young entrepreneurs looking to start their own business based on what you've learned?
My best piece of advice would be honestly to just go for it. It will feel intimidating at first, and I can vouch for that. There's been so many times that, even to Callum, when we had the booth, we literally had it in the living room, and I was standing looking at it thinking, I'm not sure I can do this on my own. I'm not sure I can set all this up on my own and take it to an event that I'm going to be there without Callum. Like, if something goes wrong, yeah, I could phone him, but I'd have to overcome that by myself. It is a big leap, but you've got to be passionate about putting in the work. It will carry you through those challenges. Would also say be prepared for long hours, hard work, especially in the beginning. Ask for reviews, things like that, because word of mouth is really important. Surround yourself with supportive people. I've got a supportive partner in Callum, my family. And then lastly, I would just say don't be afraid to invest in your own personal growth.
And how can people get in contact with you?
So the easiest way to get in touch with me is social media.
Okay.
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. So anyone can message me through those platforms. They can see updates, they can see my reviews on there, highlights of events that I've been to, and also venues that I have already been to. But anyone can reach out on those platforms, and I'd be happy to help.
Well, listen, thank you so much for being my very first guest on my very first podcast. It means the world to me, and you know, you've given us such good information, not just about Bottomless Booths, but about the kind of principles that underlie the way you've started your business, and I think I'm hoping that people will find that really valuable. So yeah, thank you so much, and we'll hope to catch up with you soon.
That's great. Thanks for having me.
Bless you. Thanks, Chelsea. Bye.
Thanks, bye.